number one for the undercover reporting. The Fox's G14 trip down here at the Pittsburgh Arena to face an old foe, South Pittsburgh Rebellion. Looking for the second win of the day. Looks like we have a couple different players here suiting up. I think we have Ollie Bell playing for us today, and Emma Simpson playing up for us today. And I see I have Sierra. She's sitting on the bench right now. I don't think she's going to play. It looks like she has skates on. So a little bit different looks today. I'm looking over at the South Pittsburgh Rebellion. It looks like they're missing a couple of their players. I don't see Hannah. And I'm thinking that Amelie Taylor isn't here. I heard this morning. Gonna be able to make it tonight. So this might be a little bit of a different team than we had played in the past. We'll get started here in 43 minutes. And again, I don't have my mics. I apologize. It's going to be probably a little bit quieter. Might hear a little more background noise. It looks like we're going to bring it all in, collect the pucks, and get ready to start here in about a minute. It also looks like the Rebellion is incredibly short-benched. I'm counting about 8 players, including 9 if you include the goalie. Sorry, 9 players plus the goalie. So they're gonna have to spend a lot of time on the ice today. Get underway here. Let's see who we have starting today out in net. Both Troy and Steele are out there at this moment. We'll get the nod for start. Midway through the second period, we'll see Steele on the ice. Starting us off. Looks like we got McCurdy marks. Sproul forward. With Wagner. She gets in there. Back on defense is the captain and assistant. We got Samuels and T-Meyer. Off the bat. Son of Indeed. Curry Marks chasing. Fox is able to keep it in. T-Meyer will send one wide of the net. That puck pops out. T-Meyer on the base to do it. So send it around the boards. Rebellion trying to tip it center, which cuts off. 30 Marks working tough. Trying to find Stroll on the blue line. Guess we'll be outside on the Rebellion. Next line, Johnson, Bell, and Peterson. A little different look. Really balled off and Emma Simpson on defense. Puck in deep, across the zone. Peterson sends her on the boards. To the point it goes. Slide it back in. Simpson sends it back up and out. Send it back around the neutral zone. Back check there by Johnson, able to disrupt that play. Peterson. Tries to keep it in. Bell is up to keep it. Puck comes back out and ball off, and Simpson does his chase. Back in deep. Center pass in the slot. Good challenge by the Foxes there. That puck pops out. Takes a shot, goes off the back. Just wide of the net. Simpson winds one up and sends it back in. Contained by Bola on the blue line. Back in deep. Curry Morris will pick it up and send it in. It chips out. Thompson to the side. Keeps it in. We'll send it back in. We'll send it wide of the net there. That's going to be icing. Rebellion.
You know what Samantha said? She said, if you win today, your brother is going to be so bent out of shape, he's never going to talk to me again. That's what she said.
Sam Bernard?
No, Samantha. That was always mine. The person who does the game.
In behind the net, T. Meyer picks it up and she'll skate it out. Comes out. Out in front it goes. Danvers pass. Out of the zone. Piper leaning into that one. They'll send it back in deep. Up and out it goes. Piper's on her heels, going after it. Can't gain the zone. T. Meyer takes one. Shot into the legs. There we go. On the line change. Still trying to get it over to Piper. They'll turn it around quick. We have one advantage. Leader gets back. Up comes in Laser. Leader working down the boards. One up to Peterson. Well, net. Really bats it wide. Icing on the Rebellion. We'll take it back in the offensive end. Pick it up is Johnson. Simpson to send one in. Bounces in, it's still loose. Fox is trying to pursue. Curdy Marks got the stick on, she's going to skate forward. That just goes wide of it. Behind Curdy Marks, again, forecheck pressure. Right off. Dinks it to Johnson. Johnson sends it over to McCurdy Marks. Open it this lock. comes out. Fox is quickly reset. Curry Marks gains his own again. Johnson trying to feed it back out. Fox comes out. Gonna have enough for an icing. Face off again. And we're back. Taking the face off is Peterson. Sweetek and Kate Vanderkar. Yeah, gotta say you're gonna be low volume today because I don't have my mic, so I'm trying to talk into the phone as I film. Got the mics on the charger today. The game earlier today. Puck comes all over the goalie off the pads. Samuels pockets picked back in deep. Send up to the point. Shot comes in. Samuels picks it up and she'll dish it out. Nice. Vanderkar trying to get there. Side interference. T-Meyer keeps it in, dumps it to Kate. Kate tries to get up, but Peterson, 1-1 up. Goes off the glove and back in the corner again. Vanderkar trying to serve it back in front of Kate. Rebellion bottles it up. Curry Marks on the face-off. Nice shot across the paint. Wigger. Rebellion turning around quick, get it back into the Fox's zone. Curry Marks back to help with that. He's battling in the corner. Balled off, able to work it up. And they send it back in. Simpson there, able to cut that pass off, and Wigger will skate. In the neutral zone, trying to push up the scroll, and Rebellion turn it around. Scroll back check, ball off back into the neutral zone. Rebellion back in deep. Simpson, she'll skate it out. She's got some speed. Got Peterson with her. Send one wide of the net, goes behind. Peterson picking it up behind. Sending it out to the point. Ball off, trying to line one up. Gets to Peterson, she takes a swing and unable to make contact. Back out in front it goes. Again. Good back check by Peterson, and Fox is able to turn that back. Back in deep, icing is the call on the Rebellion. Curry Marks out there with Kate Vanderkar and Sweetek in the corner. Trying to serve it out front. Sweetek again trying to backhand it back in front of the paint. Vanderkar does the same thing. Curry Marks lines one up and goes off the pads, and they collect it. Boards and up it goes. Samuels able to send it back in deep. Rattle off that again. Samuels again. They say it popped out. offsides on the Foxes. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be a little bit quiet. I apologize, I forgot my mics. I'm trying to speak into the phone as I'm recording it. Had a little bit of a debacle. Weren't sure we were going to be able to film. Had some threats and possibility of getting our equipment stolen. This is a Black Bear Arena, and they've given out notices. You can see anything on the wall. Baldoff sends one to Johnson. Johnson can't knock it straight wide in the corner. Served out to Bell. Bell backhands out in front. Peterson trying to hang on and back that in. Now behind the net still. And from the slot, send one in. It's loose and just goes wide. Now back up to Simpson. Simpson send it back in. Comes across into the corner and deep. Peterson working it. The wall. Bell and Johnson. Bell will pick it up. She'll kick it towards. And they'll sling it out. It's going to be enough, I think, for another icing here on Rebellion. That puck comes out, the teamer smacks it back in, gonna be offsides on the Foxes. Take a face off and right outside the Rebellion zone. The Rebellion will just bat it in. Goes in pretty deep. Samuel's back. Still working. Trying to push it out. Back around the net, it's loose. The centering pass out in front. Now able to get that last move, beat the defense out of the zone. That's going to be offsides on Rebellion. Work it up to Vandekar. Up and out. Peterson's got some speed. Changing zone. She'll swing one in. Goes down the net. Back out to the point. T-Mar keeps it in. She'll send one wide of the net. Vandekar. Chip here on the blue line. Still fighting for possession. Katie kicks it up. Peterson knocks it in. It's a blow. Out to Baldoff. Baldoff lines one up, comes in off the pad. And then back up the corner, gets it past Simpson. Sends it around. Not to get it out. Floats it out. Pretty hard on the wall. 30 marks. Bell, it's a 2-on-1. Poke check by the Rebellion. Trying to get in the zone again. Send it right back out. On the blue line again. That's the feet. Fox is looking to reset. A little bit of confusion and clumping up by both teams here. Everybody getting hit left and right, ping pong back and forth. So Bell, no, Simpson trying to take it in deeper. Sproul trying to keep it in for now. In the Fox's zone, Baldoff having a fairly long shift here. He gets caught up behind the net. Simpson will help get it out. Over and up, the Sproul, and that's going to bring up icing. They call it off for whatever reason. It was a hit before center ice. Rager sends out to Peterson. Peterson working out. Sends it across straight. Mars can't quite get there. Sam was able to knock the puck off the stick. And that'll do it here for the first period. Tie game at 0. Back at it. Peterson, Johnson, and Bell on board. Simpson and Baldoff on defense. Gets up past Baldoff. Sorry, I gotta do the camera work too. Forget about doing the camera work. It's not the best. I haven't had to do it for such a long time. Ball off behind the net. Trying to get it up. Comes back in pretty quick from the point. Hollow Bell. It's chipped in the neutral zone. Ball off, sends it across. And Peterson will collect. Peterson in deep and behind the net. Bell able to cut that off. She loses her skates out in front. That puck comes popping out. Back in the neutral zone. Simpson sends it back up. Johnson will up the boards and pursue. Gets around to defend. Simpson able to get her stick on that shot. Destroyer bottled up.
That's what we're talking about.
McCarty marks on the face-off. That puck comes in from the point pretty quick. Out of the side, around the boards. Up and out. Trying to relieve the zone here. Samuel's trying to work that puck. He sends out to Vandekar. Only the elder Vandekar playing today. That puck comes out across the paint. The Rebellion are able to connect with it. Still down the net and trying to send it out. It's loose. Trying to send it back in, and Samuels will poke it back out to the slot. Shot comes in, Destroyer bottles it up. Cut off by Simpson. Wager gets up to Peterson. Peterson gains his own. Sends it across ice. Trying to find the scroll. Samuel sends it back in deep. Back out to Samuel. Sends it back in deep again. Back and forth. Try the other side here. Simpson keeps it in. And good. Still working it. Peterson's up with it. Skating to the slot. There's dumping up and out. The icing on the Rebellion. Cody Marks working that puck back to T-Meyer. T-Meyer sends it in. Too much interference out in front of the net. Puck does come out. Foxes rush to reset. Trying to get it over to Cody Marks. Under the gains his own. Johnson able to keep it in. 30 Marks takes a step forward. Send one in, gets loose, goes in the corner. Puck pops out. Ivy T-Line. Working the corner. Centering pass picked up by Baldoff. She tries to skate it out. A tripping call on the Rebellion. Got a trip on Willie, trying to get it out of the zone. So the Foxes are going to go on a power play here. Peterson, Sweet Tech, working boards. Peterson gets around one. Send it in. Trying to backhand. Couldn't pull the trigger out in front. Now he turned it around and gained the zone. Simpson to turn it around. Simpson again working, trying to get it out of the zone. Provided with some good zone time here on the penalty kill. Vandekar passes out to Peterson. Keeper to the wall. Back pass. Tagan trying to send one in. They send it back to Peterson. Comes back to Simpson. Tagan, what's this one? She'll line one up. Goes into the glove. So 1 minute still left on the power play. 55 seconds. McCurney Marks and Sproul, Wigger. And T-Meyer ball off. Get it out. Ball puts in the zone. McCurney Marks will pick it up. Back to T-Meyer. T-Meyer will send it out in front of the net, but they're able to fall on it and stop the play. 22 seconds left here in the power play. And we'll get our goal change here. Gratisoya for a shutout so far. T-Meyer guys gains his own. Trying to serve out in front. Trying to take a shot. Backing towards the net again. Balled off. Sends one in. Chip wide of the net. Off the boards. T-Meyer. T-Meyer will send it back in. Behind the net it goes. Boards he goes, balled off, picks it up. She'll take a shot again, cut off by the defense. Peterson working to try to offsides by Aussies. 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second period as we are back to even strength. Samuels up to Bell. Peterson again is in it. She'll send one, goes wide. Bell in the corner, working to send it back. Eleanor working. Fox able to turn it around, but a little bit of a who's on first here. Simpson back now. Managing the puck. Check by Rebellion, able to unseat that puck. Rebellion still in possession. Peterson back out. Back line behind the net it goes. Samuels chips it over the rim. Samuels cross ice trying to find Peterson. Back to Holly Bell and Peterson again working neutral zone. That shot high up over the net. That cut off and Johnson into the zone. the Rebellion possession. Back neutral zone it goes, and it goes in deep. Samuels. Unable to find that puck at her feet. Rebellion keep that in somehow. Step towards Samuels, turn it around. Another puck comes in deep. It's Steele in the pads. She's having a difficult time getting out. There we go. Not sure why they stopped that play. Looks like Sweetek gets caught. I'm not sure what the call was. Did you see what they called? Sweetek's in. So Fox is now on a penalty kill as Sweetek is in the box. No. Peter's able to throw it out. And she pursues it. No icing. Trying to cut that off before it comes out of Rager. She just gets pushed over. Back up and turn it around. Into the zone it goes. That puck's loose out front. They still have the block. They try to wrap it around the other way. Goes back in the corner. Out in front of the slot. Ball off able to bat inside. Fox will skate it out. Up to Rigger. Johnson. Johnson getting the zone. Got a stick challenge there. T-Meyer with the puck. Neutralized. No skating in. Got up on the boards. Johnson dumps it in. They say no way, no off. And that successfully kills the penalty for the Foxes. Now working it up. Getting out of the zone. Curdy March picks it up. She'll get past one. She'll send it in wide of the net. Johnson trying to get to it first. He can't do it. Puck comes out. That's going to be offside to your Rebellion in deep. Comes across. Out in front of the net. Samuels in the corner. Winning that battle. That is a score. Able to find it out in front of the net, turn around and windmill it in. So they're bellying on the board first. Here deep into the second period. Sweetek working the boards. Trying to center it out there for Holly. Peterson now getting his own. Cross up puck, ice for one. Takes a shot, goes off the post. Up high. It's the right shot. Ball off, keeps it in, sends it back in deep. Holly Bell. Cut off by Peterson. Chip back faster. T-Meyer will line one up. That puck goes off the pads and wide. Sweetek looking for that centering pass. Can't get it out. Rebellion sends it around. That comes up and out. That'll do it here for the second period. Hawks the trail by one.
What's the payout? What?
What's the payout?
$10, I think. Well, I don't know. There's 30. Yeah, based on the money.
So for those listening, Benjamin Marcus Baldoff might be mad because the first one in the box was his favorite flavor, Ella Sweetek, and that's the number that Levi pulled in our betting poll here today. Bell, Peterson, and Vandekar starting us off with Tegan Samuels and Simpson in the back. Fox win that face off. Simpson finds Peterson in the line, deflected in deep. Trying to get to it, back around the boards. Gets past and she'll send it wide, but Johnson back to help. That's been Johnson the whole time. I'm getting confused with 1 and 10 here. So not a Vandekar, but a Johnson on forward. That puck comes back to the net and off the pads and steal. Daniel's trying to bounce it. out. Switek finishes the job. Up the board she goes. Getting hooked left and right. She still has possession. Dumps it to McCurdy Marks. She gets it in. Switek to McCurdy Marks. Tide is up at 1. It was a great individual effort by Switek to get that puck up and out of the zone, up the boards, and over to McCurdy Marks. Open in front of the net. Good hustle by the girls in that play. Like to see that. We are tied at 1. Face off, a little bit of a different look. We've got McCurdy Marks and Peterson. Scroll. Rebellion getting his own. Peterson cuts it off. She'll skate it out. Trying to get it to McCurdy Marks. He's able to maintain into the boards. But offsides is going to be called. Foxes. Vandekar, Peterson, and Bell. Not enough here. Puck across the ice. Ball off, looking to dump it in deep. She does. Bell will pass it out. Back to receive is T-Meyer. Dance behind the net. Up to Vandekar. That puck cleared. Peterson trying to get around 1. Backing up and out. Back in. Peterson, Vandekar. Vandekar sends it to Peterson. Peterson sends it. It's loose. T-Meyer tries to get, but they're going to call the play here. Sure what I guess they're discussing. They did stop the play. The net wasn't off the moorings, but I think they're gonna say there's some interference there in front. The ref now explaining it to the bench. Unsure why. Looks like we're gonna get one in the box. My guess is it's gonna be on the goalie. I believe it was on the goalie. I'm not sure. 27 boxes to that. Is able to keep it in for now. Bouncing around. That puck comes out. Fox have to reset. And they do. T-Meyer, I'm stepping in. Backhand pass. Out neutral ice again. Offsides on the Foxes. Back across place to Peterson. I'm sorry, Samuels will take a time, she'll send it in, but no icing called. Those cross 2 lines. Simpson keeps it in. Ends up at the puck again, and she'll flip one, goes way wide. Spool, first to it. Gets it up to McCurdy Marks, who tries to center it. Nobody there. back in center ice, and that goes long. And no ice called. No, it did get past you. Sproul, cross ice, and up. Mal trying to give chase. Back to find it. Samuels up from 30 marks. And 30 marks flips it over to Wager. Wager sends it to Samuels, and Samuels will step up. Can't pull the trigger on that one. Could see she wanted to. And that puck comes up and out. Johnson, dang. Yep, Johnson will receive it. Pass up to Peterson. We'll turn to sender. Samuels back, working the boards. That goes in deep. That should be icing, and it is. Peterson on the face-off, pushes it in deep. Johnson working behind the net. Puck comes up and boxes collapse around that flag. Somehow Rebellion ended up with that puck. T-Meyer trying to interfere. That puck comes in, I think on side. Puck cut off by Baldoff. Rebellion back just nearly. Pass up to Peterson, good pass by T-Meyer. Rebellion will send one in on steal. Marks on the face-off with Bell and Vandekar. Bell works up to Vandekar. Vandekar gets it over to Bell. Bell trying to get it back, center ice. Vandekar with a great serve out in the center. And a scrum here in the middle. Balled off. Lines one, sends one in. Puck comes in and the netminder falls on it. A wholesale line change here. Peterson, Sproul, and Wager. With Simpson and Samuels back. Keeps it. They'll send it back up. Good challenge around the blue line. They're going to say that was offside, so take a face-off outside their zone. Peterson will dump it on the boards and go chase. Simpson. Simpson back to just good stick challenge for that one. Samuels really pickpocketed down the net. Simpson will step up. Able to turn that around. Wager keeps it in. Road check. They pop it back out. Dagan trying to send it back further. Oh, get it past. loose. Silk steel. Everybody figured it out. Scoops it up. McCarty marks on the attack. Gets in past a couple. Should have got in deep and sat out in front. T-Meyer off the boards trying to center it. That puck comes out. Balled off. Sends it across to Johnson. Can't handle off the boards. So Bell steps in. Sets up Kemp in between the legs. So T-Meyer again his own. Good approach. Makes a shot, goes up and over. Back around the corner, T-Meyer. She'll take a step. They'll center it out in front. Open. Can't pull the trigger. McCarty marks to pick it up, and she'll send it back in. It goes behind the net. Johnson gives chase. T-Meyer back and able to back that one. She'll send it back out. Neutral. Good idea by Vitek trying to cut that off. Peterson now. Gains his own 3-on-1. Sends out across a good pass. Can't quite get it. Is Vandekar all across the paint. Good. Great pass by Peterson. Waiting the last second there. Piper cut him off. Can't get it closer to the net. Samuels. So loft one in. There it goes! No, it didn't go in. I don't know how. I swear that went in. He couldn't on the rebound even get it there. Wide open net. Oh my goodness. Sweetek able to send it back out in front of the net. Low line for this side of girls. Sam's working the board. They will get it up, past. She keeps it. She's got Peterson out in front. Setting up him. Peterson just wide open out front. That puck comes out. Simpson turns around. With some speed. He'll gain the zone. He'll send one across the paint. Back to the other side. Got Johnson and Vandekar and Peterson working on the boards. Hold it up. Girls work to turn that around. A long shift for these gals. Need to get that puck out. And they do. They find Vandekar. Vandekar will dump it in. They turn it around. They're going to call too many, I think, on the ice. I believe it hit on the way off. They're going to give the Foxes for too many on the ice, so they're going to take Kate Sproul and put her in there. Almost as if they get aiming at the Fox trying to get off the ice in time. Not too happy about that call there. think a shot goes wide of the net. Schumacher turns it around. Really intent of skating that up and out. Set it up. Curdy Marks applying pressure here. Able to keep it in. Still on the puck. They'll try to pass it out. Schumacher turns it around. She's got some room. Good stick hack there. T-Meyer in the corner. And Buddy will send it up and out. No icing. Buddy able to find Lily on the exit from behind the net. We'll send it back in and deep around. T-Meyer will field it. Offside. All in the Rebellion. 1 minute 49 seconds left here in the third period. 50 seconds left in the power play. Penalty kill for Foxes. Get in the zone, and step up and send one in. Makes another shot from the side. Pass up to Peterson. Looking to get it out. Backhand one behind the net. Rebellion get going. Offside on Rebellion. 4 seconds left on a penalty. Bell sends it in deep. We're back to even strength. 6 seconds left in the game. Bell working from the ground. Tegan will keep it in. Peterson. Send one just wide the net. Bell the first one there. Centering pass and they'll just rip it out. Someone cherry picking back there. Simpson takes a shot. It goes just wide the net. 26 seconds left. They say that's offsides. Stop the clock. T-Meyer centering this face off. Seconds left. Brady Marks take a shot. Another trying to get a shot. Rebellion keep it up. Back out. Brady Marks. 1 second left and that'll do it. Joe's not walking away with the win today. We'll get the tie. Great effort by the Foxes here today on their second game. 1 win and 1 tie. Can't complain about those results. So that concludes the broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for tuning in. And we will catch you on the next one. Provided it's not a Big Bear arena. Until then, Foxes Family Broadcasting Network out.